Michael Porter, welcome to the Shorty Awards interviews. I'm so excited to chat with you, and congratulations on your big win.
Thank you very much. No, and thanks for having us. We're really excited to win another Shorty for sure, and especially for this campaign because it was a lot of fun.
So you won in the Facebook partnership category, but you had so many other distinctions on Facebook Live and entertainment and contest or promotion and an audience honor in a ton of different categories. I mean, this was a huge success. I want to dive in and hear about how you ideated on this.
No, absolutely. It was a great collaborative effort, right, and from a lot of different parties. So, I mean, if you think about it, there's kind of our team that really helped to execute it and bring it all together. There's the Paramount Pictures team, the Mean Girls Broadway team, the Situation Agency, Spotco, I think, who really helped, sourcing the talent. So really, it was a lot of different parties bringing the kind of concept together in different ways. But a lot of it, I think what made it so successful as well is it being tied directly to something in the content in the movie, right? The whole concept of Mean Girls Day, is literally an important date in the movie itself. With the advent of the Mean Girls Broadway production kind of happening, it really allowed for a lot of these things to kind of tie together, and I think moving forward, they actually want to kind of create a Mean Girls Day activation as an ongoing holiday almost, right? So this was almost like a way for them to launch that. So it was really like, how can we kind of take kind of the experience of Mean Girls and bring it up to date, right? So I think that's why live streaming, Facebook Live, all those interactive kind of tools that really create a two-way conversation. So rather than you just sitting at home and watching, that kind of movie, I think the opportunity to let you interact in real time, give you the chance to win things, to be highlighted on the stream itself with talent, really tied it all together.
I can see why they want to turn it into an annual holiday. Within a 24-hour period, the Facebook Live garnered 466,000 total views and reached 1.1 million people, which is remarkable. I want everyone to see what we're talking about if we can just roll the video.
Oh, hi, it's me. Thanks for tuning in. It's October 3rd.
Happy October 3rd.
It's Mean Girls Day.
There's my name, and here I come. I'm gonna come in. Oh, Tina. Comedy entrance.
If you're watching live, this is very important.
Yes.
When the movie starts again, there's going to be a little box that pops up on the screen. You type in your answer, right?
There's a question, you type in the answer, it's your own creative answer, it's not trivia, and then you could win a pair of tickets to see Mean Girls on Broadway.
Guys, thank you. Happy October 3rd. We love you. Good night.
Good night.
Oh,
thank you.
Let's go eat dinner. Yes.
So the 10% that voted dry shampoo, I just will never understand.
Yes, very true. And I think that really shows some of those interactive capabilities. That really made it that immersive kind of fan experience. I think that's what really set it apart, and what made it so fun. Though I'm surprised that our highlight video didn't manage to get some of the fantastical desserts that they were eating while they were watching it, because those were pretty amazing as well. But right, it really kind of brought that, that kind of dinner and a movie type of format, right, to live streaming, but made it so much more interactive, right? So you got insight from the talent.
I want to dig deeper into that because so many people have done live viewing parties. I've worked for tons of companies that have tried to make them successful, and they just don't see the kind of success that this saw. And even with the interactive part, I'm curious as to what you feel. What do you attribute all this favorability to?
Yeah, I think it's actually a combination of all these things coming together, right? For one, having great talent involved, right? So having Tina Fey and Busy Phillips, super engaged with the content, obviously all the kind of insight that goes into it, and the ability to really have fun with each other, and as well as the kind of content. I think it is those interactive tools that bring the fans directly into the experience. So, one, you had a chance to kind of answer those real-time kind of polls. You could comment and ask questions, that they were kind of responding to during the movie. And then topping it off by a chance to win the actual tickets to the Broadway show, right? And that was actually a new Facebook tool that was being used as well, and in a different way than had been used before. So that was the live questions tool on Facebook. Makes it really easy, as you saw in their call to action, just pops up on the screen. You type in your kind of creative response. We then were able to pull winners, kind of afterwards to see who actually got the tickets as well. So I think it really brings all those things together. Funny, the way that we like to describe it, there's sort of like 4 pillars for these kind of engagement tools to really bring the experience to life. There's the chance to sort of impact something. That can be as simple as like, hey, answering the poll and seeing it on screen and seeing what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. That could be the chance to sort of get your 15 seconds of fame, right? So for us, we call your 15 seconds of fame because nobody has 15 minutes anymore. But that's like even just seeing your comment on the lower third, right, in the kind of graphic and seeing your face up there. There's your chance to win things, mm-hmm. right? And obviously we kind of saw that with your chance to win the mm-hmm. Broadway kind of show tickets. And then lastly, there's a chance to sort of get behind the scenes information that you wouldn't get anywhere else, right? And so I feel like really this program combines nearly all of them, right? Yeah. And that kind of makes the most powerful kind of response.
It was so well done. There's so much to interact with Mean Girls because the fans of the film know the ins and outs, except for that 10%. I still don't understand. They know the film so well. How did you decide or determine what you wanted people to interact with? What were the moments that stood out to you?
Yeah, no, that's a really great question. And honestly, it was hard to narrow down, right? That was even a collaborative effort with the talent themselves. So wow. Tina definitely had some kind of insights into the, certain kind of elements of it where it'd be good. Obviously just working with Paramount, they had so much general fan feedback, right? Yeah. In terms of what hits on social, even when they're kind of, putting stuff out there on social. So it was really a combination of those things. And then, at some point you're just kind of planting the flag and hoping for the best. And thankfully in this case, it really paid off.
So much of this success was about the fan reaction. Were there any reactions that really surprised you or that you felt particularly excited about?
That's a good question. I mean, honestly, this audience is so engaged. I can't say that I was really surprised by anything. Yeah. I will say that just even, obviously having a ton of live viewers and those viewers over the 24 hours. But I will say that maybe the most surprising thing was, basically there was 4 moments throughout where you had the chance to kind of enter to win, to participate. And it really was that kind of it wasn't like a trivia or anything like that. It really was your kind of creativity tied to the show or your favorite moment and things like that. And so I think at the end of the day, there was 28,000 entries, and that's what was happening. Right? Wow. So that's a lot of people chiming in with their kind of creative thoughts on the show. So I'd say that, if anything, was the thing that took me aback, like almost the level, because that's not just like, hey, I'm watching and hitting the like button or the love button. That's like, I thought about it, I went and I typed in something, right? So that's that sort of next level barrier to entry that was kind of cleared. That really shows the passion for the content.
What does winning a Shorty Award mean to you?
Yeah, we really find it an honor. We've been lucky enough to win in the past, but every year it's something that we strive to do, right? And there has been a few years where we didn't. Maybe we were only a finalist. Still a great result. We've been honored we've been lucky enough, I think, to be a finalist every year since 2013. But I think for us, it's really just validation. Seeing all the other campaigns that we're up against and how fantastic and creative and innovative they are, it's really just an honor to be involved and be part of the conversation. So I think the chance to actually win, takes us to that next level, and certainly the pride that comes with it. And then I'd honestly also say that it inspires us, right? It inspires us to really strive to kind of outdo ourselves next year, right? Because then we're gonna have to queue up and think about what campaigns to put in for consideration. And so, we're always trying to really top ourselves and push the envelope to do something new and interesting.
One of the aspects that I was so impressed by with this entry was the immense brand interest you had and the way you wove them in so seamlessly. I'm curious as to if you feel like winning a Shorty Award helps with brand interest.
It definitely does. Yeah, no, it absolutely does. I think that just in general, it gives you that extra level of kind of validation and interest, um, that, we're certainly always touting it, and whenever we're having kind of conversations, obviously in materials, whenever we can kind of tout it, certainly our social media. So it really just, and again, especially when you see all the other people that are in the mix, that are out there in the campaigns that they're kind of running and that you're competing against. I mean, I think that I've even had, other clients or partners reach out to us and say, "Hey, we saw that you guys did this thing that's nominated for the Shorties. Like, we want to do something like that." I'm trying to think. We didn't even win. It was another campaign we didn't even win, but I know it happened this year for a bingo campaign we did with Lifetime, and some other client reached out and said, "Oh, we love that you guys did this." So it definitely kind of pays off from that perspective, and people are paying attention.
That's so nice to hear. Well, Michael, congratulations again, and we hope to see you back next year.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for the consideration and for having us. Looking forward to it.